Okay, Dr. G,
Hi.
hi, good evening. I'm so sorry. There's
I
this,
can do 30 minutes. That's fine.
yeah, so I'll talk to you in 30 minutes.
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
just let me know. Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, Coach Donna, Dahl, Coach. I'm sorry about that.
You were double booked?
Yeah, I mean, Dr. G was from a referral friend through LinkedIn. And she hopped in at the same hour. In fact, the link was in the Zoom meeting, the Calendly meeting, which was set up. So, um, but I'm sorry that I couldn't ping you on LinkedIn,
Ah,
the Zoom meeting link.
okay. Well, I got the link now.
Yeah, I mean, uh, this particular Zoom link went into the Calendly meeting by default, but that's okay. Uh, So I'm so glad that you're here. It's a pleasure talking to you. It's an honor. So you're based out of Canada, right?
Yes.
Okay. This is me in India. So where do we begin? We begin with normally I begin with videos. I begin with YouTube channel. Before I jump in, um, I mean you don't need introduction because your website spoke for itself. Uh, an
Well, thank
empowerment
you.
coach. Um, so too quickly, let me see if I can get before we go back into your YouTube channel, which is right there. Let me see. The latest video is amazing with creative effects the team had put in. So this is something which made me get in touch with you.
Are you looking for a coach? Is leadership empowerment coaching?
So this is something which really brought smile to me as well. So as Donna Dahl coach, uh, what I mean, this 4 subscribers, 5 videos is amazing. Uh, but there were days where I marketed myself as a video marketing coach, and I'll show that to you. Okay. I had a YouTube channel since the beta days, like since 2018. So if I go back to marketing coach, you'll see me like I was teaching people through webinars how to get the videos done uh, and all that. So let me start off with the little intro and the presentation which I have. So there were webinars which were done and there were many people who joined. So as I wanted to present to you, we have another 5 weeks or 6 weeks, less than 6 weeks for 2024. So the game which I wanted to play with everybody out there is to help them with the videos. So is it okay if I call you Coach Donna or Donna Coach or Donna Dahl Coach? Which one do you prefer?
Coach Donna works just fine.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Coach Donna. So I mean, I started off with this because I wanted to give more time. And it's not about just selling courses, but it's transformation because you know the empowerment game. Now, we all know many secrets to become an influencer, and you have everything it takes to uh, implement that formula, be it making $10,000 per month. It's not about just making money, but it's earning money. But it can be $25,000 month or $50,000 month. And the magical journey for me started with speaking to therapists in US uh, and also licensed psychologists. So who spend an average of minimum of $100 for getting the professional video and all that. So I was in the field where it was all about publishing videos. The game which I was playing was publishing videos. Let me take that there. So building an influencer, becoming an influencer. I've studied the principles of many millionaires online. And what I found is they were really good at this one thing, which is in my next slide. So most of the millionaires whom I observed, they are following one pattern. They were following the pattern of being good with making videos. So how fast you make videos and how instant you make videos, that was the pattern they all had. And I'll give you a link to this recording as well. I'll share this with you. So you will have everything which we are speaking. And I began this journey since, when I was in the year 2008. I was very nervous. I was not looking at the camera. I was shy. There are the videos out there. And right now, it's been 15 years. I worked with Hewlett Packard, the company which you might be knowing, the printer and laptop company, for close to 5 years. But I used to help the HR marketing team, the recruiting team with their videos. This was back in 2008. And now I'm grounded in spirituality. This is my family. These are two of my lovely kids. Again, I'm trying to live in spirituality with minimalism and all that. So that's quick intro about me. But what I wanted to do for you is I want to launch a 3-day challenge as Coach Donna Dahl's challenge, because normally people just watching videos, taking all the free content, they will not be moving forward. So I wanted to help you build a community. Now like it could be a 3-day challenge, it could be a 21-day challenge, but with video marketing, we use it for lead generation. So I follow a formula where people listen to us, people do what we say. Again, trying to be a powerful mentor with determination, working without any distractions. So it's not about building the high ticket coaching, which is $5,000 or $6,000, but I follow simple concepts and principles where we go with the low hanging fruit. The low hanging fruit can be $97, $147. And this was me 15 years ago, editing and producing whatever the shorts which we see on YouTube. The same idea was coined 15 years ago, back in 2008 at Hewlett Packard. The Instagram stories, the the YouTube shorts, even LinkedIn implemented the video and it rolled back. But there is a reason. So most of these results may not be typical for everybody, but if we are 100% happy with what we do, definitely the results will be visible, because we are not doing this to impress others. The one thing which I had observed on YouTube is you didn't do that to impress anybody. You wanted to help somebody out there, right? So again, focus on what we wanted. Building community is something which I would love to do with you. Creating valuable assets. Again, I wanted to work on a system which we build, because systems work and people fail. And we are not going to be cheap on our journey towards success. So the thing is, I would love to work on the systems work, people fail methodology with you as well. And it's all about karma, or nature giving back. So this was my dad, this was my father, who taught me to be a warrior and not a warrior. And this is me 20 years ago, or I should say 23 years ago. So even now, I am a lifelong learner. I still keep learning from the recent video which you published on YouTube, and also the latest content which you shared. So the secret is, again, I do have the mindset of being a lifelong learner, because life is teaching me every single day. So I had uh, the freedom lifestyle from videos. So the game plan which I have is, again, 2030, which I'm playing right now. So though it's 2024, we have like the bigger game plan, building a community of coaches. So earlier I used to play this game only with licensed therapist counselors, but into marketing through videos, I've been playing. Have you watched Oprah's first video, Coach Donna?
I'm sorry,
Have you
have
watched
I what?
have you watched Oprah's first video?
I,
Like, did you get an opportunity to watch?
prior to my car accident, I was licensed as a psychologist in the province of Alberta. I voluntarily gave up my licensure because I was at that time not able to continue my practice. So I come to the coaching world with a interesting combination of not only being a professionally trained person in the mental health industry, but also a strong background as an entrepreneur. I'm also a trained mediator, and I'm a master practitioner of neurolinguistic programming. So my package, my skill set is unique and strong, and I will match it against anyone, anywhere, anytime.
This is awesome. So what I would love to do is, just like Oprah show, I would love to launch like Coach Donna Dahl show or Coach Donna show, or so that people get to listen to more of what you say through Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts, and also through YouTube and LinkedIn by default. So how fast we implement or execute is something which I would look at. So I just wanted to present to you Oprah's first video. This is the first audition tape. So let me know if you can hear the audio as well. Let me reshare it with the audio. Okay.
What am I listening for?
This is just a 30-second audio. I mean, a video of Oprah. The
Okay.
first audition tape, because many people, they didn't have time for videos, or they have nobody supporting and all that. So just a like less than 30-second video.
I moved on to Baltimore.
Okay.
Thank you. I became the co-host of a local morning show called People Are Talking with Richard Scher. And then one day I heard that there was a morning show in Chicago that needed a new host. So I stayed up all night long, sent my audition tape in, because I was one of those people who wasn't prepared. I wasn't keeping all my stories. So I had to work all night. I was obsessed with getting this job. Somehow, after all these years, my staff hunted down my original audition tape. I don't know how on earth I got hired. Hi there, my name is Oprah Winfrey. Oprah, spelled O-P-R-A-H, and if you noticed, it's Harpo spelled backwards. My folks did not particularly like Harpo marks. We did not even have a television set in our home for a number of years. Originally, I was named from the Bible by Aunt Ida, who named me from Ruth, the 1st chapter and the 14th verse, Orpah, but no one knew how to spell and couldn't grow anymore.
So that was the first audition tape, and you and me know, or the world knows, how many videos which were published since then. There are millions of videos. So the point which I'm trying to prove here is that once we have our purpose, it doesn't matter what tool which we use. End of the day, we are living our legacy through the voice or the set of videos which had been created. So going back to the presentation, now we are positioning ourselves through videos, and I would love to help you trying to build your tribe, build your community. Again, $10,000 is only a hook that people say, but $15,000 or $20,000. mainly the people who have invested. As you have mentioned, you've already tried too many things on LinkedIn. So the major goal is again, which I have for you, or which we are going to create, is some set of videos out there. Work on the influence again, working through the gut feeling, and this is something which I would love to help you with. We build a community. Initial set of community will be following the IDA formula. We create lots of awareness where people get attracted to us, and we convert the strangers into prospects. Whatever the leads which we get, we convert the prospects into customers. So everybody in the marketing world follows the same IDA formula. So people are unaware of us. We create lots of awareness, marketing, whatever the product or service which we have. And the best form of marketing is again through LinkedIn, YouTube, building the community, doing the LinkedIn live audio events, or inviting people. So initially the journey could be tough. So the funnel formula is again uh, publishing content on social media, driving the traffic, and making a presentation. And we do call it as a webinar selling formula. And in the webinar, we follow the structured approach, and we go through like the intro or the hook at the end, and also qualifying the people. So this is again, everybody goes through these landing pages. So people might know us, people might like us, but people who trust us try and buy things. So that's where the revenue generation happens. That's where the revenue generation happens. So there could be almost everybody follows the funnel of building the email list, which is again very important. But people upgrade to private coaching or one-on-one coaching with you, or with anybody out there. If somebody needs to pay $5,000 for a one-on-one coaching for a 3-month program or a 6-month program, they need to go through this funnel. Funnel is nothing but a journey. There is high ticket, and there is again the low ticket. Low ticket is something which I wanted to specialize. It could be various things in terms of IT or in terms of social media. Lots of metrics which are there. But the simple formula which I wanted to implement with you is like, we work on simple tasks. We eliminate the distractions. Again, we automate the stuff which we have. The delegation part is something which I would handle, getting your voice or getting your audio videos done, publishing things onto social media. So we will be trying to solve the problems at the beginners, like people. This is like, we follow the Bloom's taxonomy, which you might have heard again as an NLP coach, as a past psychologist, though you might be knowing everything, which I'm showing you. So end of the day, we create lots of content. People remember us, people understand and apply whatever we teach through the same formula. Now, this is again learning formula, which you might be knowing. So in the videos, we try and implement that, we execute that. So people remember the facts, they apply and understand, and they analyze and evaluate and they create. So the step-by-step formula is again the Bloom's taxonomy. Now, this is Amazon's flywheel methodology. We convert strangers to customers to delightful promoters. So the regular marketing funnel is everybody tries to bring in people through videos, do the same. But I would say that if we weekly engage with our clients or prospective customers, this is again the flywheel. Again, they refer us. So why would somebody promote us? Because they're a happy customer. So happy customers are the kind of customers which we create through videos or through our Apple and Google podcasts. Is again, they become our ambassadors. They promote our service. So that's what I wanted to build the community. Now I have done this with the Indian film industry. Again, we reach out to customers through various programs. The best thing which we can do online is through live events. LinkedIn live audio event is there. Because many people, they don't have time for live, but the live is all about prospecting. So the formula which I use is again, uh, people don't have lots of time. They don't care about how much we know. They only know they only feel or know that how much we care. And that's what we are going to do. I worked with George Anderson, one of the anger management consultant for the movie Anger Management. We worked for close to 3 years even now. And this is something which I would love to create for you. Ebooks or checklists. Now, these are all the lead magnets to promote our service, to exchange the lead's email ID, phone number with us. We are going to create their checklist. We are going to create our workbooks. We are going to work on the MP3 downloads or mini courses or videos. So the cheat sheets, so the FAQ sheets or the mini email courses for nurturing. We can throw a 2024 planner. We can throw a 2024 calendar. We can work on action plan items. We can create our own toolkit. This is something which I would love to create for you so that we generate more lead magnets, as in these are all the lead magnets, and we generate more customers, probably prospective leads, which can turn into potential paying customers. Now, the low hanging fruit is again $97, $150. But the group coaching is where people get to talk to others in the Zoom, and the one-on-one coaching is where you it's a high ticket. Probably you charge $3,000 or $2,000 or $5,000. So Joel is another client. So again, building inner circles. I don't know. Have you attended any high ticket coaching program, Coach Donna, like the high ticket coaching programs which are all over there on internet?
The money that I spent to become a master practitioner of neurolinguistic programming is probably the finest and most sophisticated that one could ever receive or achieve. I've studied the work of John Childers, for instance, of Robert Allen, of T. Harv Eker, of Jerry Robert, of Tony Robbins, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I really don't care for their brand of selling or what they have to sell. It does not. It's not aligned with who I am, how I work, and what I do. The testimonials that I have received are unique and exceptional. The work is like just today, I received from a fellow coach. He says, "You always learn something meeting Donna." I'm quoting herself, but it's true. "I love the exquisite discussions and explorations, adding a new perspective that makes you go, If you look for a sparring partner that opens your eyes, Donna is the coach to twist you."
Now, this is what I wanted to show it to the public, to the audience out there. Now, whatever the validations or social proofs. Now, another coach who shared their great aha moments or breakthroughs with you. None of it should go unpublished because we wanted the world to live your legacy. Like T. Harv Eker. T. Harv Eker does it amazingly. And I know that T. Harv Eker is student of Joel. I don't know if you heard about Joel Barr. Let me bring Joel on the screen for you. Yeah, this is Joel Bohr. He trained world's maximum number of millionaires, and T. Harv Eker is one of his students. And I bring this up on the screen because I've been following, we connected on LinkedIn. Probably most of these coaches, see, you see T. Harv Eker here, right? The chart.
These people are all cut from the same bolt of cloth. And I think, having been in some of their audiences, they're not my cup of tea, and that's as kind as I can be.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear that they're not not your cup of tea, but they charge $25,000 to $50,000 per hour. And that's something which ignites me, because there are many coaches out there who don't market themselves because of they don't have time or they don't have team.
Well, T. Harv Eker took $100,000 and paid it to Michael Drew so that he could buy his way to being a New York Times bestseller. I know this because I know Michael.
Oh, wow. Michael, could you use Michael Drews?
Michael Drew, D-R-E-W.
Oh.
He owns Promote a Book.
Oh, the researcher. Okay, the Promote a Book. Drew, Promote a Book. Okay. Okay, this is great. So yeah, so the thing which I wanted to prove it to you is, like, through your videos and audio, I wanted to be virtually, definitely I can do this, because the formula which I'm following is, again, promoting your product or service, create the relationship, and the sale happens naturally. So the relationship begins at the point of the sale. So with the kind of videos which you have there, I can accelerate your journey. We can work on the LinkedIn newsletter. If 40 people join us for $4,000, again, we would be making $20,000 monthly. But again, if 10 people join for $300 with a group coaching, that would add up to $12,000. So this can easily go up to $30,000 to $50,000, depending upon the low-hanging fruits, how, like, level 1, level 2, level 3. Most coaches, most mentors, they only go for high ticket. But the formula which I follow is, we build a community with the low-hanging fruit, and people go through insights, people go through breakthroughs in the group coaching sessions. And if they need more time, they will pay for the high ticket. Now, that's something which I teach. That's something which I walk through. I mean, that's how I execute and implement. So if people say they didn't have an experience, they didn't have technical resource, or they don't have that ultimate system, now that's what I walk through the people. So again, what I wanted to propagate to you is, like, we can work together. If you say, Raj, how much this is going to cost me, I would say, I would work on the pro bono right now until you feel that I'm trustworthy, until I show you the results. So I'll walk you through the results through the LinkedIn audio or through YouTube, or we can stay in touch through WhatsApp. I'm not sure if you're active through WhatsApp, Coach Donna.
No, I've chosen not to be on WhatsApp. I'm not comfortable with Facebook reducing my privacy as a result of what they're doing with the app.
Yeah, that's right. So the only tool which you use is LinkedIn for now, right? LinkedIn, and
I use LinkedIn. I use email. Those are my two options. I was hesitant about giving you my email address, Raj, because I am hit on every day. And I mean, every day. Somebody is got their hand in my pocket, and I am not interested in being the ticket, using my name for them to leverage their product and I'm paying for it. I don't think that's fair or reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, through LinkedIn, again, we have your website and all that. But what I wanted to um, check with you is like, are we willing to proceed to work on your content? Now, content is something which I'll work on. I'll create content for you. I can send it to your LinkedIn, or mainly I'll send it to your Gmail, which is again askdonnadahl@gmail.com, which is right there. But so shall we go ahead and create your content? As in, if you have any of the old resources, I can convert them into audio and video. That's something which I can work on. So would you like to proceed? I would play the game of marketing your product or service by creating content. If you say yes, we can proceed.
Let's first of all begin with my sincerest thanks for your interest in my work. Okay.
Yeah. You're welcome.
I value that. My concern is to not spread myself too thinly so that I can't handle what's coming. I have been a coach since 2005. After 10 years of not being able to work. And I have 100% success rate. And I'm not willing to compromise that for the sake of growing my numbers.
Okay.
This to me, in fact, I wouldn't even call myself a coach for the first 5 years or so of I was a consultant, because too many people were becoming a coach after a weekend course. And I had spent years and thousands of dollars training. I am exceptional at what I do. When I can get other coaches to validate my work, I feel like walking on cloud 9. That's music to my ears. And so I need to know what time commitment I have to make, and I need to know your expectations in terms of leveraging me and supporting me in the same breath to increase my income. I don't enter into things lightly, Raj.
Okay. So the time frame can be 90 days, or it can be 180 days or 6 months, because the game of SEO, the search engine marketing, the search engine optimization, I need to optimize your content to the followers. But as you said, you don't care about the numbers. What I would love to do is build a community, of attracting people going through or creating these lead magnets. Now I can create, even if you allow me to play the game for 1 year, for 52 weeks, I can create amazing content for 52 weeks, amazing lead magnets out there. But in the process, what I would want you to do is probably go live on YouTube, or go live on LinkedIn live audio events. So the lead generation happens. Why would somebody be interested in the things which we are offering? Is because we offer them customized, or you offer them a customized, tailored package. So, but initially, the low-hanging fruit is something which I would like to keep it on the table, which is again for $97, $147, where people hop on to. I don't know if you have any low-hanging fruit in your coaching program.
I was an educator for many years. And I used to work in the newspaper business for many years. I know what it's like to have to produce content week after week after week after week. I know what it's like to have to write lesson plans, write courses, have things laid out and so on. And because of my early experience in the consulting role, in the coaching role, of people stealing my stuff, of people copycatting me, of people even attempting to employ my system in their world of coaching, it doesn't work for them because they can't clone Donna Dahl. But I've also had people copy me when I've put too much out there. And so I've been very selective and strategic about what I write and how I write it and where I place it, so that I protect those things that are my most valuable intellectual property. I will not expose myself again. And I find that the low-hanging fruit, it is often people who really can't afford me and who walk away with a great deal of benefit, and I get left with nothing. So I prefer to surround myself with people who are prepared to invest in themselves and who come away from the experience with gratitude. The kinds of authors that I have been able to attract to work with have a global footprint, and they are so appreciative of the opportunity to work with somebody who respects their privacy, who protects their intellectual property, who treats them, despite the fact that their level of education is much superior to mine, but we're peers in this work. And I'm building my reputation invisibly in many ways until their work becomes visible. I am invited often to write articles for other publications because I belong to that 10% on the internet that writes original work. I'm not rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. That 90% of the content on the internet these days is rinse, repeat.
I would say 99%. I would say 99%, which is true.
Yes. And so if you read my articles at any time, anywhere, I can point you to different places. The work is unique. In fact, the podcasts that I have been on have chosen me as a guest on some of the top podcasters in the world, because I bring a realm of uniqueness that no other client for them has ever had.
Now, that's something where I wanted to help you with creating a LinkedIn newsletter because I see only posts and comment, but as
I haven't done much on LinkedIn in the last year or more. I've been so busy with
the print business or with the offline and all. So, uh, so Coach Donna, as in, let me know. I would love to work in helping or publishing with whatever the offline content which you have in the print media, or probably put everything back in the last 15 years or probably 17 years since 2005. You've been a coach, but what I wanted to uh, help you is like put it out there. As you mentioned, you didn't want to go with the numbers or the low hanging fruit. I can still follow the same formula which you have, because I'll show you the newsletters which I help. I help other people publish their newsletters for many companies. Now I can do the same. These are the companies which I help publish their newsletters. But as you mentioned, like rinse, repeat, most of the content which is out there, but I do it uniquely through pictures. For example, if I take Eva, it's an IT intellectual property right, patents and all. I do publish their newsletters. I create articles for them. So if I go back to their LinkedIn news, we are building the community on not only on YouTube. These are the articles which were published. Now, the virtual influencers, this was the recent article which had been published. The intellectual property challenges, navigating legal minefields of the virtual influencers. There are lots of virtual influencers, again, Facebook privacy, which you mentioned, or Instagram. There are a lot of automated tools out there who talk about the products as well. So we are building community through newsletters. This can be like blogging or articles. There are lots of articles which are there. So again, these are all related to Eva Tech. We work on cricket or the food, again, trademarks with respect to sell. So again, it's an ocean full of topics. So I just wanted to ask with you, so can we
would you be able to give me some information in writing that says this is what you propose, so that I could show it to my husband and we could go through it and say, okay, this makes sense, and what you hope to get out of this if things work? Could you do that?
Yeah, sure, Donna. I'll do that again. So, I mean, what I mentioned in my the first post is also, I'll put this in writing for you. I'll shoot it to you at askdonna.dahl@gmail.com. So what I wanted to do is I want to convert your voice into newsletters. I'll put it in bullet points so that it's easy to understand. I would love to convert your text or articles into engaging audio videos. And I've done this with many uh, many other people. Like I have Shara here. I put all her links in one place. So if I go to her podcast episodes, now she's listed on Apple Podcasts. So she sends me the voice through Telegram or through WhatsApp. But as she sends me the voice, I published as a playlist on Apple Podcasts. And I also help her publish the same on Google Podcasts. And we do this also on YouTube. If I go back to Shara Ruffin, like even if I go back to Catherine's, another social worker, she builds social workers community. So there are podcasts here. So she has got 114 episodes. Now all these episodes are already on Apple and Google, and most of it is all voice. So people listen to her through commuting while they're commuting. So I'll put that in writing for you. There's so many examples which we can take, and this can go on forever. All I wanted to do is take your voice into text or convert your text or articles into a LinkedIn newsletter and offer your coaching program. So whatever the high ticket, probably you can you can guide.
And how do you get paid, Raj?
I get paid based upon the results which I generate. If somebody contacts you and they say, okay, I would love to go with your service, Coach Donna, and
Yes.
probably pay me a percentage, it can be industry standard. It doesn't matter if I get paid like $50 or $100 or like 20% or 30%. The industry market for affiliate. Now, being an affiliate of promoting your product or service, I can, the world out there pays 50%, 80%. But I would say let's start with 20% or 30%. If somebody pays you $10,000, you can pay me 20% or 30% out of it. So
Okay.
because I believe I'm a content marketer. I create content digitally, and I would openly accept to the public as well. The content is not mine. I would love to quote the analogy which you had given me: rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Everybody on the internet is doing that, but it's hard to
Okay.
find somebody who will take your voice, convert that into text, or convert text or articles into voice, and convert that into something else. So let's do that. And I'll stay in touch with you through LinkedIn. But thank you so much. If you have any questions, I'll stay in touch through LinkedIn and we'll take it forward from there.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is very interesting.
And I would love to learn, and you can mentor me, you can guide me. We'll talk again tomorrow, or and I'll ping you. I'll stay in touch with LinkedIn.
Okay.
Thank you. I mean,
Thank you.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.